it does seem definitive is that this court is injecting something new, as Ari said, a sort of novel interpretation of personhood and corporate personhood. How much danger do you think that other sort of women's rights might be in because of it?
Well, it's an excellent day to be a boss. Basically, Justice Ginsburg says in her dissent, isn't it convenient that a corporation is only religious when it benefits the owners, without any regard for what impact it might have on the employees? So she talks a lot about what about the third-party harm here. The government said when it was considering what minimum preventative care coverages to include, that there was a huge unmet need in contraceptive coverage, that there was a huge public health interest. Justice Ginsburg points out that an IUD is both highly effective and costs something like a monthly wage on a minimum wage.
Right.
So there are real public health realities. Now, to say this is only contraception, it's so narrow, it's only your ladies and your pills, right, belies the fact that there's a real public health rationale and that this care does matter. So, one, I agree with Ari, it does, in fact, it does lay the groundwork and set a precedent for a broader corporate exercise, which, as Justice Ginsburg, really benefits the boss and the boss's religious beliefs and doesn't take into account the harm on the employees. And then it also kind of it says that contraceptive care and women's health care, for which women pay more, doesn't matter and doesn't have that kind of compelling interest. And they suggest that they go directly to the insurers. But something really important to note about this go directly to the insurers, the government can just help you get it, is that there are a bunch of lawsuits right now by nonprofit companies that are religiously affiliated saying that's not good enough.
Right.
So does Hobby Lobby find it good enough? Well, the court says it's not going to exactly say whether it says it's a good accommodation, but it says, well, we're not actually saying anything about cases like the Little Sisters of the Poor. But this is not over.
Yeah.